Hey you guys, look what we're making using Posca pens. These are gonna be fabulous. And here we are, I'm dyeing my wood blanks using coffee. And so I forgot to show you as me putting one in. So this is what you do. You take your blank, drop it in the coffee, roll it around. I let mine sit in there for about an hour. But you can leave it as long as you want. You probably could add a little bit of paint to make it darker as well, or some inks. But I just left mine in there long enough to get like a stain on it, like a light stain. But I would have liked it if they would have gotten darker too, but they're really, really pretty. I love how they turned out. But I mean, here's how you use leftover coffee to dye your blank.
The dark side of jewelry making that no one talks about. When you accidentally drill too aggressively. Perfect pair of earrings. There's that. So, gonna have to come up with an alternative. I think I can put some stickers down there and cover that up because that's the bottom anyway. But look, so these imprints actually came about when I set a book and a can of vegetables and something else on top of these so they would stay flat. Because remember I told you that all of my square ones were kind of warped and bending upward. And so when I removed the can, because it wasn't on them all the way, it left a rim of darker where the coffee puddled, and that's the beauty that came out. Isn't that pretty? And really technically they're even. So I'm like, really? That didn't have to happen that way. And although this one looks lighter than this one, they're all actually the same color stain. I think it's just the way the lighting is hitting it. Well, let's see what we're gonna do. But I know we have a solution. I want to show you reference these stickers. Is that if you want to keep the whole sticker piece, see there's a clear piece on the back of here, but that's going to come off. Let me show you, see, that's the sticky part. This is the actual design piece. You don't have to keep it because technically if you leave it on there it could lift up, so I'm gonna leave it off and just use this base to glue down. So look, problem solved, crisis averted. Tell me we know how to do hard things. We are cooking with gas. So now all I need to do is, of course I'm gonna make connectors there, but I'm also gonna figure out something to do in the design here. I just wanted to show you the snafu I made while we continue in our design. So look at that fix. So, can't even tell. So we're gonna let these dry and then we'll come back, but look. We're gonna paint the backs anyway, so. And I could fill that in with glue or like some wood putty and then, hold on.
OMG, so I love the Posca pens. You'll see at the end, I didn't know what I was getting myself into though. So Miriam had these before, and I want to say after they ran out, she didn't get another set. So I was like, well, maybe they're not great, you know, because she's an artist. So I'm like, well, maybe they're not so great. But anyway, so here I am trying to get them jump started because you do have to press down. But I forgot also that you have to shake them. So you'll see where when I got ready to start using them that the lines showed up kind of faint. That was because I didn't shake it. So right here when you see me starting, I'm just doing an edge around. But listen, as I get going, watch, these pens are fantastic. I'm gonna stop talking just so you can see. So note to self, do not shake the pen with the top off. Paint went everywhere. Oh my gosh. So these things are full of paint, but what I love is they're super smooth, but I got paint all over the table, paint on my hands, paint on my arm. But at this point it started working really, really well, and I was into my design flow. So I think that it's coming out really great. These are going to be beautiful. You will notice when I change colors that because you're putting it on wood and the wood is super porous, they bleed through a little bit. So I would say that if you're going to use wood that has not been primed, it will bleed through a little bit, which is why I needed multiple coats of the paint outline. So look, they're coming out really, really pretty. So I did go over the coffee vertical, like at the top of one of the earrings, which I didn't intend to do. So I decided to use the brown pen, which actually looks darker than it is. It actually is like a caramel color brown, and some black. And so now we're getting ready to start giving it some edging, some design, and all that jazz. Which is what I'm getting ready to do here. So the brown was much lighter and much more of an orangish brown. I was hoping it would be like a chocolate brown. I don't know why I was hoping or thinking that, when obviously the cap is almost like a caramel brown. But nevertheless, I digress. All of the pens are wonderfully fabulous. So if you make paper earrings, if you want to use these on canvases or whatever for more control than using a paintbrush, they are fantastic. Hands down, I love them. So here I am now. I'm getting ready to start adding like spots and dots. And so basically I decided to go along with the design of the sticker and just do dots and things like that. And so I also love that once we put the 3D the Mod Podge Dimensional Magic on here, you're gonna see it really pop, raise up. It's gonna be fabulous. But you could do cartoon designs, and what I mean by that is give things kind of a cartoonish feel when you outline in black and white or outline in white and black. So I'm gonna go ahead and put the designs on here and get these finished up. Well, I'm not going to get them finished up. I'm going to go ahead and put the Dimensional Magic on off camera, let them dry, and then we'll come back and put them together. They came out super gorgeous. I would say the only downside was when you use the Dimensional Magic. Maybe I didn't let them dry long enough, so it caused some of the paint to bleed. But I think it's really beautiful and no one would really notice.